I'm Leah, and welcome to Enlightened Mystic Essentials. And today we are going to look at our current situations for Aries. A few announcements. I have converted back to my old style of reading so everyone can see the cards as they lay or as they may fall, right? So Aries, you are the first sign that I have converted from my previous readings to my old way of reading, so you guys can see how the cards fall and give you a better insight on what Spirit's trying to tell us, what angels are trying to tell us, what our ancestors are trying to tell us. Another announcement is, so far as of December 20th, we are having our first TTOD, which is Talks Tarot Over Drinks. There's a vote out for the date and the topic, or our hot topic. And currently our hot topic is witchcraft. Everyone wants to talk about witchcraft. Everyone wants to know about witchcraft. So until December 20th gets here, that has been our hot topic of discussion for December. So if you are new to my channel, I'm Leah. I read numbers, colors, and I talk to spirits. So Aries, you are here because you had a request for the sign of Aries, right? So before we get into your current situation, you have received a massive spiritual message, right? So the first card that comes out is God, all right? God of air. And in this deck, gods and goddesses, they switch roles. So this would be the Queen of Swords. And if you receive any feminine energy, it talks about a wounding. And because it is the Queen of Swords, this is the wounding in the mental, right? Some type of wounding in the mental. Here we are going to learn, because the God of air comes in as a 4. 4s represent what you will accept, what you will reject, or what is being blocked. And because it is the Queen of Swords, it tells us about a mental block being here, right? A mental block being here. And this God of air comes in as air element 1. So air element 1 is the thought of action, right? Some type of block is here. After we receive our Queen of Swords, some of you may be in a back and forth in your mind about what you should do as far as moving on from a person, or the way in which you should either journey to a person or away from a person, because you receive Ace of Staff, Emperor. And the Emperor represents a massive dominant energy, right? Someone that you are dealing with, or someone you have dealt with. But the thing I want you to pay attention to the staff. The staff is going away from the Emperor. It is not turned towards the Emperor. In this time, Aries may be trying to figure a way out from a dominant person, a masculine person. An emperor could be a father figure or a father. The emperor could be a judge, or judgment could be the legal system. Someone is trying to find a way, out or away from a dominant energy here, right? And in this situation, they tell us knowledge is coming. Some type of insight, some type of change is coming, because here we have knowledge, right? And we have God of water. God of water is really the Queen of Cups. Someone who is wounded in their emotions, right? Someone who is wounded in love, right? But knowledge comes in as a 5, and 5s represent change, right? And the Queen of Cups comes in as a 4. So the 5 with the 4 makes the 9, and the 9 represents the divines calling for your attention to a person, someone who is wounded in their emotions, in a situation. Change of knowledge. A change of knowledge is coming in. And And in this situation, it could be a person who has been hoping, wishing, praying, right? Star, for some type of guidance, for some type of knowledge, for some type of insight, right? That will calm their feelings, right? And they have not seen that yet. They haven't seen that yet. So we are going to look into what is making Aries wounded. What is the journey in which a person is taken away from the Emperor? And what is the knowledge that is going to change someone's feelings here? So let's get some insight, right? Let's see what's the wounding, because we're not done. We're not done. These are just situations that are occurring in the month of December for Aries, right? So let's look. Spirit for Aries. Why is the Queen of Swords here for Aries? For all of those to feel, hear, see, and understand that are in this situation. Thank you. Beauty. Beauty is here. Beauty comes in as a 4. You have to be very careful if you are suffering a mental wounding or a mental block, because here they're telling us there's something here that's hard for you to see the beauty or the good in a situation. And because we have a rose here, a rose, roses are beautiful. Roses smell lovely. But if you pluck that rose, you will suffer the consequences of being pricked. Correct? This could also be a beautiful, dangerous situation as well. I hear beautiful, dangerously situation for a lot of you in your wounding. And even in your mental wounding, even with this rose being here, I feel like a lot of you are going back and forth trying to figure out the good or see the good in a situation. But deep down, you know the situation is not so great or the situation is not so good, right? So for a person who is trying to obtain a new journey away from this Emperor, let's look at the insights. Spirit for Aries that are in the situation of the Ace of Staff away from the Emperor. What is going on in this situation? And you have to be careful because changes is coming in as well. Changes is coming in as well, being pushed forward. Because the Ace of Staff with the Emperor makes the 5. The Ace is a 1 and the Emperor is a 4, right? Together they represent the 5 changes. So you have to be prepared to take the journey, but also be prepared for the changes that are coming in. You receive fragment. A lot of you are scattered in this situation. And this is calling for a balance because fragment comes in as a 6. As a 6. Whew. Aries got a lot going on. But at the same time, Aries, I'm going to tell you something. Because you are a fire sign and we are in the time of Sagittarius, and that is your elemental sign, this is a time for you to draw energy and draw power from your element sign, because a lot of Sagittarius now, they are in their highest time or their high peaks, and because their birthdays are here and it is your element, it's not just a celebration of Sagittarius, it is a time of celebration of Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius as well. Right? Whole nother system, guys. Work with me. So the change of knowledge, right, that is causing someone to be wounded in their feelings. And when I touch these cards, I also hear some of you may have learned something that is literally changing how you feel about a person. And I also hear depression here. So don't stay stuck in this situation, okay? Do not stay stuck in this situation. Spirit for the Aries that are going through the change of knowledge upon the way that they feel, because there is a wounding there. What is the insight for them at this time? Thank you. The Warrior. A lot of you are in these relationships. And a lot of you are not in relationships. The Warrior comes in as the 2. 2 talks about opportunity, missed opportunity, doorway, gateway, threshold, communication factors of conversating and debating, the connecting factors of 2. Some of you are dealing with the Warrior at this time, and some of you are getting ready to meet the Warrior. So for some of you in this situation, the Warrior has helped wound your feelings, because they say that you are the Queen of Cups, someone who is wounded in their emotions, or wounded in love, or wounded in a heart situation. For some of you who are not in a situation or like a relationship or a partnership, or dealing with someone on a love matter, a Warrior could also be a Knight, someone who's on the go, is coming in to change how you feel. This is a person that could literally come in and make you happy, right? Happy, right? Stir your emotions. So that is 3 different types of Aries, right? Your second message tells us about the thinking woman. The thinking woman. The thinking woman comes in as a 2. 2s represent doorway, gateway, thresholds, right? Opportunity, missed opportunity. Communication factors of conversating and debating, and the connecting factors of 2. Here, Aries is wounded because Aries does not see themselves dressed in abundance. That is the green. Abundance, the green represents abundance, success, health, wealth, movement forward, to take a risk, or the green light. And a lot of you do not see that you have received access or gained access at this time. Some of you may be lacking knowledge at this time, but it is a time of education, or filling your minds up with some type of wisdom and knowledge. And some of you could be wounded feminine energy because you do not see the butterfly that represents changes of life before you. Time to wake up, Aries. And then they tell us that some of you need to surrender to fear of change. Here, what needs to be surrendered, released, or accepted at this time for Aries? Surrender to fear of change. And then here, because the feminine energy is on the horse, horses represent action. Wounded because you do not see you have the green light to move forward, or that you are abundant. Which is it, Aries? It says the universe is reminding you that you are cared for always. Whether you are afraid of change in your job, your health, or a relationship, or if you are fearing aging or death, repeat the affirmation: I have faith that all is well. The main colors here are white, orange, and black. The white talks about the purity and the clarity of the orange. The orange is the open road, or the open way out of darkness or banishment. That is the black. Clarifying your fear to change, you receive the creation of the Warrior of Air. The Warrior of Air is someone who it represents the Knight of Swords, someone who plays mind games, or someone who what can I say? It's a lot going on with this card. Someone who plays mind games. I keep hearing trickery. Trickery. Maybe this is why some of you are afraid to let this person in, because you have dealt with this person before. The creation. Some of you have blocked this person off, cut this person off, and some of you have not. But because they're telling you to surrender to the fear of change, maybe it's time to let this player go. A player of minds, a master of trickery, a liar, a cheater, a person who will tell you anything and make it sound so sweet that you will believe it. Right? Be careful, Aries. And then they keep telling you, you are abundant. You are facing changes. And when we lay the cards out together in the order in which they fell, Aries is facing changes, and changes is coming in, right, towards Aries, the thinking woman. Why? Surrender to changes gives the back to the player, because the player will never change their ways at this time. They're all about mind games and trickery. Who is this person, Aries? Who is this person? A person who will air element 1. They'll say one thing, but then they'll do another. They'll tell you one thing and they'll act another way. A pretender. Be careful. It's a lot going on. Let's look at the spiritual message for this situation. Spirit for Aries, seeing themselves as abundance and filling their heads up with wisdom while they face life changes and surrendering their fear to change. For the player of the mind, or the Knight of Swords. What is the spiritual message that cannot be seen in the physical, but is there in the spiritual for Aries at this time? 2, baby. 1 face up, 1 face down. The one that is face down comes over you. What must you do? The keeper of scales. Opportunity, missed opportunity. The keeper of scales. Fairness and balance. It is a time to bring forth your balance, Aries. Bring forth your balance. Justice is also here. You could be dealing with a Libra. Earth signs are also here. And for the surrender to fear over this Knight of Swords, surrender to fear, right? Change of fear. You receive the Queen of the Light. Queen of the Light. Coming in as a 6, a balance. Their time is coming. Right? Their time is coming. Representing illumination, right? Celebration. And enlightenment. Coming in with the main colors of white and blue. The white talks about the purity and the clarity of the blue. The blue talks about being calm, cool, and collective. But for some reason, Aries is still wounded in the illumination because it's a feminine energy. What is it that you do not see? You do not see the power in your hands. You see those flames, balls of energy. Hands represent action, and your hands are being illuminated at this time. And if hands represent action, illumination of action to bring forth your balance. Not hard to do. When you put your foot down with this person, whoever is playing these mind games with you, keeping you in a mind fog, telling you one thing and doing another, when you put your foot down, what is going to occur? For a lot of you, a man holding a coin towards your blooming abundance is coming in. Coming in. Together they represent the one you, the one thought, the one journey. The one you, Aries, along your thoughts of journey. So a lot of you are going to leave the playboy, play bunnies alone so a king can come in. Or your emperor or your empress can come in, because a female, right, can also be a man holding a coin or a masculine energy with value. That's one situation. And for a lot more, you have the angel of strength towards your cornucopia coming in as a 7. 7 is a number of self-reflection. Having the strength. I have the strength to go get my cornucopia, my many blessings. Change is in strength, because this is a 5 towards opportunity, missed opportunity of my cornucopia. You need to ask yourself, is the person that's in and out of your life that's playing mind games with you, doing all type of trickery and mastery of lies, or the master of lies, Are they worth your happiness? Are they worth your blessing? Aries. This is speaking directly to Aries because it is a 7. And last, you received the 5th chakra, right? Communication chakra towards the daughter, personal healing and happiness. Coming in as a 3, the creation of the communication towards your daughter, healing and happiness. The creation. Turn your back on this person who is playing the games or who thought they had the upper hand, so you can get your cornucopia, so you can heal and move on, please, Aries. Leave the players and the playettes on the sideline, honey. I'm telling you. Now, let's get into your current situation, because it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on for Aries. I am surrounded by Aries. Both of my daughters are Aries. My mother is an Aries. And they keep saying, Leah. Well, my oldest daughter and my mother, when are you going to do Aries reading? And that day, they asked me when I was going to do Aries current situation. Receiving an offer of plenty is here. One of our journey riders that subscribe to the channel, they requested Aries. And I mean, I told them, you know, you request, I come through. I come through. So, before you get into current situation, we have another situation going on, Aries. There it is. You see it? It's hidden. Clarifying too. Okay. Here, an offer of plenty, right, is coming in. But let me explain this offer to you. The person who is coming in, right, because it's the Page of Cups. A person is coming in to Aries to offer them an emotional offer. But the emotional offer of plenty is not so much for you, but for them. Because I want to show you, this is a person offering up a cup, right? Correct? But look at the fish in the cup. It is looking back at the person who is offering it. Do not be fooled, right? Fooled by these offers that look sweet. But they do not reward enough, or their reward is small. You could have a person who comes to you because you look good and they want you to be a trophy piece, right? You could have a person at this time who seems to have their stuff together, themselves together, and they literally have little to offer. And the reason why they're offering you is so they can gain from you. Be very careful here, right? Clarifying your Page of Cups, you receive skill, the transformation of skill, 8 skill. And this is also known as the 8 of coins. Someone building up their balance, right? Valuable pathway, valuable in their hand, in the tool that they need to build up a balance, right? Build up a balance towards, right, the seeker of fire. The seeker of fire. Page of Wands. Page of Wands, action. So when they tell us about the Page of Cups here, right, someone coming in and offer, make a emotional offer, but it's really for their gain. They tell us why. Why is a person coming towards Aries to make an offer? Because they're taking action, right? Seeker of Wands, right? Fire. They're taking action to build up their balance. They are putting their skills into play. Do not allow this person to play you, or play on your intelligence, or play on your emotions. Aries, wake up. Wake up. And the last thing that person, what they need is, they don't know, but they will learn from some of you Aries, that one of the worst enemies is that you can have is an Aries fire sign. They can be full of passion, right, and compassion, but you rub them the wrong way, and that passion goes to hell, literally. Hell. Let's get into your current situations. See what you got going on. So you got a couple offers coming in. You got a couple players on the way. You got somebody on the way to try to gain from you. Have your eyes wide, right? And another thing, by us being in the holiday times, Aries, keep your doors locked and your purses hidden and your wallets tight, your credit cards sealed, because this could also, I'm picking up like theft. Someone stealing your identity. Be careful as well. Coming in and make an offer or pretend that they're some type of worker and you fill out a form, sign away a form, and then they have your information and you're stuck. One insight. Oh, love. That's one insight for December for you all is love. Spirit, another insight for Aries. What's the current situation? Love and Aries in December. Current situations. On top of your love, High Priestess of Earth, you better ground it. Another situation. Playful. Here we go. Back to the players, playettes, play bunnies, play. What is it? Playboys. Playful. Whew. Energies. Spirit, what is the energy surrounding love and the High Priestess of Earth for Aries? I'm stuck. See there? Here we go. Hostilities. Be very careful, please. And for a playful for Aries in the month of December. Oh, what you got? Okay. Being grounded towards the temple path or the spiritual connection or a spiritual path. Stay protected. All right. Or a lot of you are at this time need some type of spiritual guidance because hostilities is on the scene. Oh boy, you got a hater in your presence or a person who wants to come in here and knock down your love situation. Be careful, Aries, okay? And for a playful spirit, I'm stuck. Woo, y'all be protected up this month. Woo, a caring connection, playful. But we gonna look at this caring connection because it is with playful and it faces playful. Do not allow yourself to get in your head and think you are in a relationship when relationship boundaries have not been discussed. Because relationship, or this could be a serious relationship because the caring connection faces playful, but playful gives the back. Some type of serious matter could actually be going on at this time, right? Spirit, what cannot be seen in the physical but is there in the spiritual for love and the High Priestess of Earth for Aries. Between the two. Dream walker, dreams in the collective good, illusion. Be careful. Coming in as an 8. Be careful. Dream walker. Some of you really need to wake up. And for the playful and this caring connection, Spirit, for Aries. For Aries. It's been a long time since we went with this way, right? The Well Watcher, representing wisdom and the power of the divines. Aries came out at Dark Mystics, my other channel, in November blocks as well. Aries. So let's shut down your playful and your caring connection and let's look at what's going on with these hostilities over here fighting off love. Who is this person swinging that sword at love? Is this you or is this someone who envies you or someone who is jealous of you? Who is this person? Why is a hostile person attacking love over here, Aries? Why? Coming in all together as a 9, right? Love is the 1. Hostilities is the 8. Together they make the 9. What is the 9? The divine's calling for your attention to a person. That would be hostile or hostilities and a situation. Love. You see that? Be careful. And then the other thing I want you to notice is the person with the sword who's hostile, they're masculine. And a person who has love on their mind or love in their heart, or they're feminine. Look at the image. Another thing that's being magnified here Hands hold a heart. Hands hold a sword. Could be an air sign. Could be. Not saying that's the only sign. Spirit, what needs to be surrendered, released, and accepted for hostilities towards this love for Aries? Surrender to silence and quiet meditation or contemplation. Let go and enter the stillness within. What is it that you know? Silence can heal and replenish you. Some of you need to literally listen to how people speak and what people say. Do not reply back, but just listen and get a feel. And you are going to know the person who doesn't want to see you move on to another person in love, right? A person who doesn't want love to come to you, right? They want to knock love away. Or you have these people who, if I can't love you or I can't have you, nobody can. That's what I'm picking up. Be careful. And then they're telling us the creation, all right, with the same situation towards going towards the temple path. This is the path that is going to balance Aries, the yin and the yang, baby. See how the orbs of light are at the top here? At the top. The illumination of a brighter way or a better way is for you. The high priestess of earth towards the temple path, that is also a 3. Together they represent your balance, that is the 6. If you are in relationship factors with these people, it is now time to make your exit. And then they tell us dream walker. This is your spiritual message. Dream walker comes in as an 8. What is the 8? Calling for a spirit to a person. Hostilities. And a situation. Finding your balance along the right path. See that? Right? What is illusion to many of you? What is like being in a fantasy world? Is it the fact that some of you cannot believe it, right? Or you have a hard time believing that someone would literally attack your love, or attack someone who is in love, or attack someone who is of love? Because somebody could literally be coming in, right? I'm going to explain what I see. In a scenario, someone could be coming into Aries to offer them love, right? So they all in their feelings. So in the time of them offering the love, they would be like wounded in their emotions because they don't know if Aries is going to deny them or not, accept their love or not. And while they're on their way to Aries, here come an ex-husband, ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, ex-wife, or somebody who's a stalker. Soon as they see this person coming in with their love offer, here they go with this sword. Let me start back. Let me play mind games over here towards the one who's in love. And the one who's in love, they also can be wounded because they don't even see the hostile person. See that? Be careful. Be careful. Someone is here blocking your love. What is dreams? What is illusion? What is for the collective good? When they speak of the collective good, what would be best for all parties? But if you have a person who running around here, you already got restraining order after restraining order, and you constantly tell them you don't want to be with them, and they don't want to believe it. There go your dream walker right there. See? Wounded. And then the thing about it is, anytime you see an instrument, someone's playing an instrument, this is a person who will fall for anything. Be careful. And in their head, they really truly believe that Aries is like really want to be with them, really going to be with them. And they're going to stop any and everything coming to Aries. Be careful. Hostilities is on the premises. And y'all already know I'm going over here to see what's going on in this love situation for this heart. All right. Spirit for Aries. Why is love here, right? Why is hostilities attacking love for Aries? Directly in the middle. Success. Someone is having success with keeping love blocked. And divine strength. Now they're telling you, when it says surrender to silence, you're going to have to find divine strength And you're going to find it in silent moments. Spirit keeps saying, tell them, tell them, tell them. I'm going to tell you like I told Libra. Some of you need to find a natural stream of water. You got water back to back here, right? Whether it is a river, whether it is a pond, whether it is a creek. And some of you may need to go there and pray. And some of you may literally need to go there and wash away these blocks. We have water here. And surrender to silence. That's water. Right? This is like someone who's isolated on the island. All right? Water. And clarifying that is divine strength. Look at the stream of water. A brook. I hear a brook. Anywhere where there's a natural flow of water, please go. And for those who cannot get to a natural stream of water, your shower will work just fine. You taking a bath will work just fine. But find you some water and start to release these people so you can heal. Because until you learn to release them and get them out of your system, they're going to remain successful, right? In doing what? Blocking your love. And when we speak about swords, you have to be careful. Because a person who deals with swords or air situations, this could also be a person who is putting candle work up in the air. They might not even live. They don't have to live in the same city. They don't have to live in the same state. As long as they got your name and a slight information, they can keep blocking your love. Keep blocking your love. And you don't know to protect yourself, right? And they keep staying or remaining successful. That's strength. Where's my success? Success. So in a situation here with this blocking of love, who wins? Divine success for an evil worker or a hostile person, or your divine strength of you protecting yourself, releasing these people so you can heal yourself. 9 and 9 makes the 9. What is the 9? The divine's calling for your attention to a person that is being successful in a situation that you need your strength. Let's go, Aries. What you got going on? Someone is literally living in a fantasy land. But the thing is, the fantasy land that they living in, they blocking your blessing. Especially if you're a person who hasn't been in a relationship in who knows how long. You know what I mean? Or you haven't been into a comfortable relationship, situationship. A person like that that's blocking love. Love comes in many different forms. Many different forms. The Queen of Swords, staff. Love could be friendships, partnerships, some type of investmentships. Meeting friends at school, meeting friends while out, just meeting different people. Where you went from being a social butterfly to not even talking at all. Your friends call you and try to get you to hang out. You don't want to go out because a person is blocking any form of love from you. The only love they will allow you, a rebirth, the only love they will allow you is like the love from your family. And that's like immediate family. Your mom, your dad, your aunts, your uncles, your grandparents, and your siblings. Anybody outside of that, like your friend, like your siblings have a friend and that friend likes you. Soon as that person comes to say something to you, you bat them down. You know what I mean? So be careful. All right, fortune is here. Okay. Let me change the order because they fell out different. Playful is here, right? Playful is here. And playful comes in as an 8, and they're telling us it is time for a transformation. Because do not forget that playful gives the back to a caring relationship. And if playful means fun and happy times, and the back is given in a caring relationship or connectionship, there may be a lot of arguing, fighting, being upset, being mad at one another, going to bed, not speaking to each other, not apologizing to each other. Communication may be blocked off. Feelings may be harsh. Yeah. At this time, because there is no joy or no happiness in a relationship, situationship at this time. And then they tell us with caring connections that changes are coming. See that? 5. Changes are coming. Yeah. But together they represent the 4. 4s talk about what will be accepted, what will be rejected, or what is being blocked. See that? Be careful. Be careful. Then they tell us your spiritual message that the well watcher representing wisdom and the power of the divines come in as a 7. What is 7? 7 is a number of self-reflection. Now, understand the fact that they're speaking to Aries because the main colors here are white, orange, and brown. The purity and the clarity or the purification of is the white towards the orange or the gold, right? Orange. Orange represents open road, open way, right? But it is surrounded by the brown. Brown talks about what will be accepted, what will be rejected, or what is being blocked. Some type of wisdom or power of the divines. Someone has learned something here. Someone knows something here. Or it's an act that has went on within a relationship that only the divines can heal at this time. And then I said gold. So white, gold, and brown. The purity or the purification of the illumination or celebration surrounded by the brown. Either way it goes, it's either going to end up with acceptance, rejection, or it is going to remain blocked in this situation. It's either going to open up and allow changes into a relationship factor, or, right, the illumination of a blockage is going to remain. What is going on? Then they tell us what falls out, the Queen of Staff. Someone who is wounded in motivation. Someone who is wounded in drive. Someone who is wounded in passion. Wounding. And then they tell us what? A rebirth needs to come in. Or a transformation needs to come in. But rebirth comes in as a 4. What is going to be accepted? What is going to be rejected? Or what is going to remain blocked? Lack of action. See that? But then they tell us here, High Priestess or the Sorceress comes in as a 2. Opportunity or missed opportunity of a secret, right? Some type of secret, something supernatural or miraculous happens. Something is brewing. But what is being processed or what is being stirred up is not happening or not manifesting in the physical realm right now, because it is only in the spiritual realm. See that? Moon. It is some type of changes that are taking place in the spiritual realm, right? That is going to lead a person to fortune. See that? Fortune. But let me tell you, Major Arcana number 2 with the Fortune 2 makes the 4. What is the 4? You will either accept your fortune, you will either reject your fortune, or your fortune will remain blocked or stay brewing in the spiritual realm. Too many 4s, too many browns. Here's another 4. Remember the rebirth. Together, playful and caring connection makes the 4. Be careful. Then they tell us someone who is wounded in action, motivation, passion, drive. Whew. Woundings here. Woundings, woundings, woundings. Be careful. Who do we have here? We have 2 wands here. 2 staffs. Fire signs. Could be. All right. Fire. 1. Aries, Leo, or Sag. Aries, Leo, or Sag. And then they tell us what? It's like it's going to be up to you. It's going to be your choice, because we have wands. We have wands. See that? Action, drive, motivation, wands. And then you have 2 majors, changes, right? Major changes towards what? Wands. 2 of staff. So it's all about action here. All about action. How serious is the situation? Spirit, what needs to be surrendered, released, or accepted for the Queen of Staff at this time? Aries, wounded. Have power in your hand and the tool to help or harm, and you do nothing. Surrender to stress. Something is stressful. Look at Aries. You have power in your hand. That is the purple flowers. A wand or a staff can help or harm. You can help stand up, right? Help pick up. Or you can turn that wand around and poke at someone as a weapon. Help or harm. Because a lot of people say the Queen of Swords is the only queen in the deck that's the most dangerous. No. The Queen of Staff also has a weapon. And the weapon that the Queen of Staff has, Aries, you can either help or harm someone with your staff. So surrender to stress. Something is stressing you out. Coming in wounded. Look at the feminine energy. But once again, what do you see? Water. This feminine energy is releasing over the water. So it says, take a few deep breaths and exhale, right? The tension that you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. Your center. And what is going on in the center of this situation? A rebirth, right? Death towards the high priestess. A rebirth of the spiritual realm is trying to take hold to create changes. Well, you will either going to accept or reject. But they tell you on the other side of acceptance is what? Fortune. Some of you need to work with dragon's blood. I've been telling you this for months. Maybe not Aries per se, but I've been telling a lot of signs. And it's here. So let's look at rebirth and your high priestess. All right, let's look at rebirth and your high priestess. Stress. Some type of stress is here between a relationship, partnership, friendship. Stress is here because they're saying surrender to stress. Spirit for rebirth and the sorceress for Aries. In limbo. The building up of an offer to receive an emotional offer. Building up a balance towards receiving an offer of plenty. Building up a balance. Sometimes you got to work at some things. But at this time it's upon earth and cups. Someone needs to ground their feelings. Someone needs to ground their feelings. And because 8 of coins is here, the transformation or the rebirth of being grounded is here. See that? And it is in limbo. So someone is unsure. Maybe someone is unsure about how to approach Aries. Maybe. Underneath the deck. Look, death comes out. Death is here. And someone is journeying towards an end. See that? See how the staff points at death? Someone is journeying towards an end in a relationship, situationship. 2 of Cups. Some of you are going to release the stress by letting this relationship that is stressing you out, let it go. That's exactly what you're going to do. And it's going to be a lot that goes with it because you have a major towards an ace. You have major changes towards value in the journey or opportunity. See that? Ace of staff. And then they tell us it's according to a relationship, situationship. The same situationship. Same thing. Then they say King of Swords, right? See that? Somebody says, I have my solid mind towards the spiritual realm. And they just told you time to release stress. Solid mind towards the unknown, unseen. And I choose to be happy or a solid relationship or stability. See that? I choose stability of a solid relationship. 4 of Wands, 7 of Cups, 4 of Wands. What is within the 4 of Wands? A couple. A masculine and feminine energy. Someone wants better. Then they say the Emperor is going to resist. A lot of you are gonna get hit with fights and arguments, and you can't leave me, I want to let you leave me. And some people may, if you try to divorce them, they may try to take you to court to fight against you. Because see, after the Knight of Swords, here comes the Nine of Coins. The Nine of Coins is holding back changes. See that? What is being held back? What is being held back from changes? Resistance. See that? Fighting back. And then they tell us that some type of communication is going to come in. When you guys decide to leave this person, you may receive a message, because that's the red bird. But don't forget that red represents blood, love, or defeat. See that? Someone might send you a message. I wish I would have never married you. I can't stand you. I hate you. La, 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 la. Whatever. Then they tell us the Knight of Coins comes in to make an offer of value. See that? But see, once again, I want to show you. The Knight of Coins has crossed over the stream of water. So this is signed, sealed, and delivered. Offering. Coming in with an offer. But this offer is divinely protected. And what are you offering? Nothing but value, baby. Nothing but value. And once again, this offer has been purified and cleansed because it is in a pool of water. And you see how the Knight of Coins steps on that snake? And snakes have different meanings according to the area in which they are. And this snake is on the ground. So this is like if you were getting a divorce and like your spouse or your ex-spouse gave you like hell and they didn't want to pay you. Some law firms will tell your spouse, you pay us and we'll pay them. So you don't even have to worry about paying them. So basically, you'll get paid indirectly because your ex-spouse will have to pay the law firm. See that Knight of Coin? And then the law firm comes over here and issues your check or your land or whatever. See that? Be careful because it's a lot going on. And then they tell us somebody was hoping, wishing, and praying. Hoping, wishing, and praying. Star. Wow. Or this represents a change of direction towards what? Wow. The Hierophant, representing a commitment or a path change. They wanted to change a new pathway, a path change. They wanted their way out. Some people could have did a couple rituals and spells, and upon them being granted their access for this situation, start towards the Hermit, leaving someone in the past with regret. 6 of Cups. And then they tell us the person who got left in the past, come here. The person who gets left in the past, they don't even see it coming because it's the Queen of Swords, someone who is mentally wounded. See that? They didn't see it coming. But guess what they tell us? Magician is here. When I say somebody could have used magic, be careful. Magician was here about what? The end of a cycle. 10 of Swords. When I say it is here, it's here. So if somebody is stepping up to you and they want a divorce and they want out of a relationship, or some of you can't speak up and you want a new relationship, just remember the Magician came in here and ended it all. And once again, in the 10 of Swords, what do you see? Water. I'm going to show you all this water. 10 of Swords has water. Out of the 6 of Cups, let me see what's being pushed forward. What's being pushed forward? Someone they want their own happiness. 9 of Cups. In the 6 of Cups, Queen of Swords, the Queen of Swords, there's a stream of water. In the Star, in the Hierophant, the Star is pouring out water. In the in the Knight of Coins and the Ace of Coins, all you see is water. Let me see what else. What else? More water. 7 of Cups, water. In the Moon and the King of Swords, water. Pool of water, and the King of Swords has 2 streams of water. And in the Death towards the Ace of Staff, water. When I say it's time to release, it's time to release. A lot of you may get hurt. Somebody wants to be happy here. What's on the top? What's being pushed forward at the top of the deck? Happiness. Someone wants to be happy, and they are having the willpower to go get their happiness. Look, Two of Staff towards the Nine of Cups, baby. And a lot of them, and then guess what? There's a stream of water in the Two of Staff. Aries, be careful. Be very careful, because this talks about a relationship or a divorce, breakup, separation. Somebody says they're not happy. They want to be happy. Anybody who needs to talk to me, you can email me. You can call me. Book a reading is enlightenmystic.org at our TTOD. So far, December 20th, I will be giving away prizes. I will be giving away spiritual bracelets. I will be giving away gift certificates or gift certificate codes. Yeah. I'll be giving away sage sticks, some type of soaps. Yep, because I have all these things at enlightenmystic.org. If you have not tuned in to Dark Mystics, that is my other channel where we get darkness. And right now, Aries, I wouldn't be surprised if you're getting ready to come up, because you came up in October, and at Dark Mystics, October blocks was October magical blocks where someone was doing magic. And once again, the magician came out here. So when I say be careful, Aries, be careful. Now I get to go in here and tell my mom, because I know she's waiting. Wait, what did it say? But anyway, I love you guys, right? Make sure you go to my channel and vote. I have also a vote out. It's called Rep Your Sign. Who are you dealing with? And it's according to element. And right now, I believe water element is winning, and that is going to be a gift in December. And we're going to get into who you're dealing with, right? Who are you dealing with? A person who has hostilities and love towards you, and a person who doesn't, who wants to leave a relationship. Who are you dealing with? Who are you living with? Who are you sleeping with? So Aries, I love you guys. Thank you for being my journey riders. And until I talk to you guys again, work it out, figure it out, and take care.